Good morning, Millionaire, and welcome to the Julie Show, the place where your inner millionaire soul is nurtured and encouraged to grow and to glow. Welcome, guys, and we are sitting by the fire again today. I don't know where you are in the world listening to this, but again, it is a damp day. A January, we are experiencing a tiny little bit, just a little bit cold. So we'll sit by the fire and be warm. Today, we are discussing feelings once again. We'll be reading from Danielle Laporte's book, The Fire Starter Sessions, and how appropriate that we're sitting by the fire. So how do you feel when you say what you do? Think about that. When someone says, hey, what do you do? How are you feeling? What happens? And when you saying it, and after you're finished, did you feel like, oh, I got that down. I really feel good when I'm talking, and I didn't try to prove myself. I felt clear and concise. They could understand what I said. Your delivery. How did you feel, and how did you feel afterwards? Did you go, oh, or did you go, ugh, or did you go, yeah? How are you feeling when you say what you do? How do you feel just thinking about if someone asks you what you do? And especially for those people who are multipreneurs like myself, maybe you have many businesses you're managing or many streams of income you're managing. How do you know which one to bring up when someone says, what do you do? Or do you just say a very general overlook? How do you feel when you say what you do is extremely important, because that is the biggest thing that people are reading is your body language and how you're feeling. And if that's attractive, then that's a positive for you and for them. Whether it's something they want to tune into what you offer, they'll know better if you're feeling better. Okay, so we have two tips this morning. One is our healing tip, coming to you from sparklebomb.com. That's me. So I've been in the healing world for as far back as I can see, probably many lifetimes, many planets. So it is in my nature to share with you ways to heal. Here is an enormous, simple healing tip, and it's all about stretching. Stretching your neck out is really important. Why? If we don't stretch and maintain the health of our spine right in here, our neck, we start to get a lot of tension and it's very uncomfortable, and we might get headaches and then we might get really cranky and unhappy. Also, you can actually start shutting down things that won't work. Slowly, you might not notice, but it shuts down. By the time you're reaching your elderly years, you're dropping things because those nerves are shutting down. But even right now, in my 40s, I know if I'm not stretching, I'm feeling stiff and this pain going on, and I just can't ignore it. It makes me cranky. So if we can do things, small, simple things to elongate our neck, like ballet is perfect. There are ballet fit classes taught by Susie. She is so amazing. That's local in Vancouver. Look her up, ballet fit classes. Ballet is very good for posture. Now, not everyone is ready to go do ballet, especially I know a lot of you men aren't. But what you can do is stretch your neck regardless. Yoga, of course, going to the sauna, all these things can help stretch your neck. Massage. But here's one exercise that you can do on a daily basis that takes you under 3 minutes, and it can really change what's going on with the health of your neck. So clasp your hands together, put them behind your head, and bring the weight of your elbows forward, keeping your shoulders relaxed. Now don't bring your shoulders with you forward. Just try to allow your head to come forward and your neck. Do this with me now. Try it. Feel your spine stretching so naturally, and I know that it may be very tight and you can barely feel anything, but you'll start to feel it let go. Breathe and let it go. You'll start to feel it open up all the way down between your shoulder blades even. You start to feel it unlock. Hold it there. And allow your chin even to touch your chest if it can. If it can't, be patient with it. Don't just move your shoulders with it. If you start to curl your whole body, it's okay, but you're not actually stretching and elongating your spine, which is what you want to do. You want to use that gravity to stretch it out. Now, you can do this exercise any time of day, but the best, most significant time of day is right before you go to sleep. Why? Because then you've stretched out your neck, your spine, right? And if you're having a hard time knowing whether you are bringing your shoulders with you or not, set yourself up against your headboard in bed or against the wall so that your shoulders are touching the wall, and then bring your head forward. And you'll feel, oh, my shoulders are lifting with me. Don't cheat, because that's not as effective. But before bed, you've stretched it out, you let go of the tension of the day, and you lay down on your back. Don't use any fluffy pillows, because that's doing something else weird with your spine. Too many fluffy pillows is going to give you a hunchback. And it's also going to give you kinks in your neck. I know some of us just end up laying on our side and our belly, but at least get yourself with a fairly flat pillow, if not a little, just if your neck's really bothering you, put a tiny rolled up towel on your neck and your head is touching the mattress, right? You can just even lay flat like that for at least 20 minutes as you're going to sleep. At least get that in. And the nutrients start flowing through your body and restoring your whole system, and it helps limber up your neck. If you could do neck massage before bed, that's even better. By yourself or someone else giving you a great neck massage, that really helps relieve all that tension. So that's a significant time of day, but you can do it any time of day you think of it, like, holy crap, my neck's tight. Just do that stretch and it can make a big difference, and you'll start to notice your neck elongating and being less tense. As well as when you wake up in the morning, 30 seconds, just keep it going, especially if you're just starting to get into the habit of stretching your neck out. And shoulder rolls so that you squeeze along your neck and the base of your skull. That's a really good way to self-massage it between your shoulder blades. Okay, guys, there's our healing tip of the day. Hope you stretched it out with me. And get stretching. Our financial tips, so our cash choice comparison. Here we go. I'm going to talk about taxes, especially those of you who are self-employed or have freelancing going on, or your small business. Woo! Taxes at the end of the year can surprise you. I'm making money. I'm making money. I'm going to go out to dinner. I'm going to go out to dinner. I'm going to go out to lunch. And it's fun, right? But are you making sure that you're putting the money away for your taxes? So pay your tax bill if you're self-employed, right? Because it can get caught up and start to snowball into a pain in your neck. What you want to do is make sure that June 5th coming up, that's the first quarter of people who are making money and owe those taxes through their business. That's the first quarter when you should put at least a good chunk, if not all of it, towards paying off your taxes instead of like, yeah, I'm gonna get a new wardrobe. Now, some of you got taxes back, right? Some of you got credits back. So I'm gonna get a new wardrobe, I'm gonna go out to dinner, but maybe put a portion away just in case if your business does improve and you're gonna need to pay taxes, that you're setting that aside. June 5th is the first quarter to be paying off your taxes. The second quarter is coming up fast. It's June 15th. So make sure you're not like just blowing your money on drinks or gifts, gifts of drinks and dining too much, because you need to keep that in check. You have a choice to watch what's going on with your taxes or to be splurging a little too much, because that adds up fast. We love our restaurants where we can eat and socialize and be. It's not that we want to cut that out completely. We just want to make sure we're covering our bases around the taxes and not spending our business money when it should be going to cover the business and the taxes. Now, I recommend that you have a tax strategist, an accountant who is keen and very good at what they do. I'm going to recommend my husband, of course. He's been in accounting over 25 years, and he has specialized in the self-employed business owners and, yes, in households and individuals and couples, but he has a significant understanding of the ins and outs around self-employment, when to claim, what to claim, how to get organized for the next year so that you're not like, oh my gosh, I spent it all on going out. Like, that you're prepared to pay taxes for the next year if you do make a bunch of money, so that you're not scared to make that bunch of money. But he also can show you how to save on taxes, even if you did make a bunch of money. So you can reach him at Mr. M.R. Dujardin, MRDUJARDIN @gmail.com, and reach out to him and just say, mention the Julie Show and say, I heard you're a great tax strategist. Can you have a look at my situation, make sure I'm on track? And to have a consultation with him, that doesn't cost anything. He'll sit down with you and give you an overview of what he can do for you, even if it just means managing you for the next year, of knowing what you need to put away and how to keep yourself organized, because that's number one key with your taxes, is to be organized so that you can save yourself stress and time later on with paying it off if you have to pay something off. Also, he might be able to show you how you can save a lot of money on paying in taxes. Each plan and individual and business is unique, so you'd have to sit down and talk to him, give him an email if you're concerned about that area being organized or not. All right, so let's move into our reading today. How do you feel when you say what you do? The burning questions. And we're reading from Danielle Laporte's The Firestarter Sessions. Yesterday, did you take a look at yesterday? Were you here yesterday? We were talking about how you want to feel, right? It's like feel how you want to feel, act the way you want to feel. So the past few days has all been about how are you feeling and act the way you want to feel. And we did exercises yesterday. If you didn't see that one, I highly recommend it. And if you didn't go ahead and do your exercises yet, review how to do those exercises, because I tapped into doing those exercises, and it is awesome nurturance to the soul, to the mind, to your expression in this world. And it really helps conjure up how you really want to feel, how you really want to act in life, and sort of like cuts out those weeds that aren't really how you want to act or feel in life. So the burning questions here of how do you feel when you say what you do, here we diving in. Ready? The one who asks questions doesn't lose his way. African proverb. When we have arrived at the question, the answer is already near. Ralph Waldo Emerson. Often just asking a question put changes in motion. Even if you don't have the answer, a good question stirs up reality. This is why the master poet Rilke implores us to live the questions themselves, live them now. That starts with asking more questions of one another and ourselves, ceaselessly. When someone at a party asks you what you do, what do you say? And how do you feel when you say it? So, what do you do? Question makes a lot of us look for the exit sign. I've worked with CEOs and MBAs who just dread it. Stay-at-home parents with law degrees particularly loathe this question. Like Charlie, when asked this question, I usually stumble around and say that I'm a lawyer but not practicing, that I've been writing. I haven't felt comfortable saying that I'm a writer because until relatively recently I hadn't sold a book. I usually toss in there that I'm taking care of my 2 young kids. When I say these things, I feel clumsy and insecure. I know that I mentioned the law thing first because it's the most quintessentially important thing I have done. When I answer this question, I feel a bit scattered, pulled in different directions, which is something I feel very often. Just takes one benign question asked innocently by a stranger to unravel all your issues, doesn't it? Big cash consultants who'd rather be working on a hobby farm or writing a mystery novel rile against this question because when they answer, they feel like fat fakers. Faking pride is a special kind of painful. Other people are bursting with enthusiasm to share what they do, or calm with confidence in the place that they've carved out in the world. These people have a twinkle to them. Even the tired ones shimmer. It doesn't matter if you're a VP or a hospice volunteer, a trust fund baby or a perpetual student. You need to have a genuine cocktail line, an elevator pitch, a clear one-liner about what do you do in the world. Note, genuine, not the chips of truth that put the small in small talk. What do you need why do you need a genuine cocktail line? You could be riding the elevator with your next future customer, lover, funder, best friend, or a primetime TV producer. When serendipitous promotion and soul sparks fly, it's good to be on your mark. But mostly, it's a practice in presence. How you introduce yourself could be a sacred distillation of your reality, talent, and deepest interests. Yep, all that in just a sentence or two. Clearly, this is no trivial exercise. It's better for your nervous system if your description of your current career or life status feels honest to you when you deliver it. Let me clarify, it doesn't mean that you have to feel stupendous about what you're doing to make your money. If you hate your day job, then you hate your day job. It means you feel the freedom of being genuine about where you're at. Burning questions. When someone asks what I do, I feel confident, proud, and excited. I secretly enjoy that most people haven't the slightest idea what my day-to-day work looks like. I usually say I work for the city, but then I follow it up with the fact that pottery is my passion. My goal is to leave the city and do pottery full-time. I feel like I have to qualify what I'm doing to convey the fact that I'm underachieving. I feel yucky, like I'm letting myself down. I know that I'm in the right profession, which is a blessing every day. I feel like a rock star. Go ahead, ask yourself, when someone asks what you do, if someone were to ask you right now, hey, so what is it that you do? How do you feel? Are you ready? Are you on your mark? Let's say that you're plotting to get off payroll and that you're at legal and political liberty to publicly express yourself. You're not going to get fired or crash your company's stock price if word gets out that your 9-to-5 gig blows. Take Kirk, for example, a guy I met at one of those brainwashing personal development weekends where they let you out only once a day to pee. Kirk felt that pouring cement 5 days a week was not moving him up on the social food chain. He was literally slogging through, but he told it straight without being a downer, and he painted a picture of his bigger self. What do? I dig ditches to pay the bills right now. But what I'm really stoked about is the night class I'm taking in import-export law. I also volunteer at the West Side Youth Shelter a few times a month. Kirk showed up as a whole person and got instant respect. What if you're one of the many who feel purposeless and lost at sea? How do you turn that into an impressive opening? First, forget about being impressive and commit to being real. I met Erica at a talk I gave in Dallas to a group of big-hearted, highly accessorized power chicas. What do? I'm a talent recruiter by day and a Kundalini yoga teacher by night. Someday I'll stop living a double life, but right now I'm, digging for my dream gig. Mostly I'm interested in wellness and modern art. No complaining, sincerely searching, impressive. Accentuate your interests. Your interests are where your true strengths and the truly magical connections come to life. Your interests or so-called hobbies are just as relevant as your income earning status and how many stamps your passport has. People who are interested in life are the most interesting people. Interest and presence tops worldly any day. Give yourself credit. I did some business and marketing strategy with a woman who introduced herself simply as an athletic coach. I figured she was a freelance coach with a few local clients, and it turned out that she actually had a crew of coaches working under her that she had trained in her own licensable methodology. She had a thriving team and a company that worked with high-performance athletes from all over the world. She was not just an athletic coach. Okay, let me be you for a minute. I'm gonna just state the facts. I told her about to do some branding. Kung Fu on her empire. I'm about to do some branding Kung Fu on her empire. Ready? I have an athletic performance company called Power Racing. My coaching team and I design training programs for athletes, mostly Ironman competitors, but we do take on other types of cross athletes and from anywhere in the world, actually. It's part science, part motivation, done. Wow. I sound great, she said, and it's all true. Let people see the full scope of what you're doing. You can be modest and powerful, factual and engaging. Facts and feelings equal genuinely compelling. Feelings over facts. And I think we'll end there. That was a lot of excitement, wasn't it? Yeah. So the whole question, what do you do? Now, if people get upset about that question, what does it trigger in you? That you don't feel valuable, or you feel like you have to prove yourself, or you hate that question because what you do isn't who you are? Well, why don't you express what you do is who you are? Are you acting how you want to feel? How are you feeling when you say what it is you do? I'm myself. Julie, what do you do? I work with people on multiple levels, and I manage my business in a variety of industries. Two industries I'm focusing right now on are wealth generating in the financial industry, as well as healing in the massage industry in my own business that I've had in practice as a mobile company and working from home, delivering deep, healing, therapeutic, transformative experiences in massage. I go mobile, en suite, and I work from home. And also, I have been building a business with my husband. We're building a financial team right now. And we help people sit down, take an honest look at where they are financially. Are they on track for reaching their goals, their dreams, and their desirable lifestyle? If they are, how can we strengthen and help them speed up that process, or just strengthen what they're already doing? Perhaps help them save on taxes, perhaps help them increase their income, perhaps help them grow their money even more, or add an additional income stream into what they're doing. But we help them take that honest assessment and analysis and see if they've got everything covered. And it's very much an emotional thing. When is the last time you've had a look at your financial circumstances? Are you on track with your dreams? Have you mapped them out? What do you do? Are you happy with what you're doing? What would you like to change? What do you like about what you're doing? Ooh, it's a lot of, can I manage how I'm feeling? You know, it's not always an easy task to understand. And maybe there's something going on that you're really excited about and it's highlighted right now in what you're doing. Like this summer, my husband and I are really focusing on helping people increase their net value worth on their signature by getting them in to see how they can do that by looking at their own finances, strengthening them, and then teaching others how to do that in field training, helping them study and get provincially licensed so that they're able to build a profitable business within 90 days within their own time and schedule agenda, and doing this in a way that strengthens what they want to be doing in life, that feeds an income into what they want in life, and also supports what their main goal is. For instance, my main goal is not to be sitting behind a desk doing paperwork and finances and counting numbers. My goal is to be able to afford the overhead for my luxury healing spa locations and services and products in every major city. So, what do you do? Let me know in the comments below. Feel free to share your website. And if you want to join into these lives, because I would love for people to join in, share who they are, where they're from, then you want to subscribe to my channel here. And you want to send me an email, successquoteme@gmail, with your Gmail account, because this is a Google Hangout. So to come in live, you got to use your Google Hangout. And just let me know, hey, Julie, I want to join live. I want to engage in the Julie Show morning show. And perhaps you have a finance or healing tip you can share. Let me know. And perhaps you just want to share your reflection today in the comments below and watch recordings when they come up. But if you'd like to be posted on, hey, I want to know what's going on with Julie, I want to see your Julie shows, then you want to subscribe. Go to my site, successquoteme.com, and you'll see a subscribe button. And then you'll get these messages to your inbox. If you can't make it live, that's okay. Have a great day, guys, and go millionize your life.